I'm Shane.
I'm Bo.
We are Kentucky Fried Critics.
Order up. I need a runner. They got food dying in the window. Hurry up. What are you all doing back there? Sorry, post-traumatic stress. What are we doing?
Man, I'm telling you, right? This is the perfect way to get into this.
This movie's not that bad. There are way worse things
There
to
are-
trigger your restaurant PTSD.
But that being said, as both of us having worked in restaurants, it's home.
It does.
Home. This one does, again, like you said, it's not PTSD.
But it is true.
It is true. It's not hitting the negative side. It's not hitting the part that's going to make you be like, oh, fuck.
Yeah.
If anything, it almost waxes nostalgic
a little
for a few
bit,
things.
where it's like, I remember some of the dumb
shenanigans,
stupid shit you would do in kitchen. Shenanigans
that you can get into at a place like
Shenaniganz.
All right, before we go any further, we're gonna stop.
Like,
Let's actually
we got any more lame jokes we
Yeah.
can throw on there?
let's stop on this. Let's bring this back. We gotta at least
Wait,
say,
tell them the title.
yeah,
of the
we're
movie.
doing Waiting.
Obviously,
Yeah, if you've not seen it, definitely stop and go. Well, I don't know. This is one of those. I enjoy it. I thoroughly enjoy it.
Yeah, but I was 15 when this movie came out, so I was like the target audience
That's
for
what you
these
say.
jokes.
So, like, a younger generation is gonna be like, "Whoa, that."
Yeah, there's some shit in here where we don't. You couldn't do this movie now.
But even on top of that, I feel like if you didn't work in restaurants,
yeah, you're not gonna get it.
as an adult, like again, as
Yeah.
a teen, the dick and fart joke will get you every time.
Every time. But
But
if you've
once
never
you're an
worked in
adult,
a restaurant,
yeah,
and you're like 30, you're gonna be like, this movie's stupid. I don't get it.
You need that connection.
Yeah.
You need to feel like, oh yeah, like I can feel this. This is true. And that's the
You're
thing.
me. It's like I'm sitting there going, I was like, fuck, I've worked with literally every
oh, no,
single one of these
Every
people.
stereotype.
Every
there.
one of them.
I've been a couple of them.
Oh,
That's the truth of it. That's
I've definitely been
Dane
Justin Long fucking just back here, just like, I hate this place. I don't know what I'm doing with my life. Do I quit? Do I stay?
I've been Dane Cook. I've been
Yeah.
Justin. I've been I've been everybody.
I've been Bishop, the wise dishwasher.
I've probably been everybody.
back there waxing poetic on
philosophical-
shit.
Yeah. I've been everybody except for maybe the Ryan Reynolds character.
Yeah, I was never that cool or that creepy.
Both. Exactly. 100% nailed that on the
100%.
head. All right, let's stop.
I've known plenty of those guys in kitchens.
We've basically named everybody. So before we actually go any further, though, let's do our normal. And
Yep.
I've made it a pledge for the new season. I think last week we got away from me, but first of the season is always a little different
Because
because
Pauly Shore, anything can
well,
happen.
and for me and you, like it's still the old season. Like it feels
Yeah.
more like the new season for us right now because
We haven't adjusted yet.
Yeah, and like we're about to release it finally.
2 to 3 episodes before we really get that
Get the
turn
hang
in.
of it. It was the same thing
Yeah.
last season. So yeah, like I feel a little bit better. But so I think that we definitely need to just start doing like, not maybe a straight just like. We'd never be able to do that straight like droll name read. But we need to maybe streamline it a little bit more, so that way that we can just immediately
Just
then
like
start.
reading out of a phone
Yeah.
book. Just be like, Marcus Anthony.
See, yeah. Even though I have it here that
Right.
way, I don't think me and you are ever gonna be the type that could do it that way, right? Like
Trip
it's not us.
Farglehorn. That's a weird name.
But so I do think we should start maybe trying to do a little bit faster. So I will start with our writer director. We have Bo, thank you. I almost got so carried away.
You're having too much fun over there, brother. How many deep are you?
A couple. Don't worry about it.
I won't tell anybody.
That's
That's fine.
right.
We need to tell everybody what we're drinking, and then why we're having such a good fucking time. It's from Jackie O's. We've had Jackie O's before.
Yeah, Stir of Echoes.
Yeah, it was a good one. Go watch that. Drink the beer and beer too. It's a good beer. This time we're going. Who Cooks for You? A hazy IPA.
Mm-hmm.
Those damn IPAs.
That's right. And so this also, I'm glad you stopped me. I was ready to fly.
I know. Well, for a second I thought you were going to talk about the beer, and I was like, oh no, he's going to do the directors.
Well, it's because
and
we
stuff.
were already talking about every actor.
Yeah.
We were like, we just named off like so many by like literal full names. So I was like,
True.
maybe Okay, you're right though. We need to roll it way back. I didn't even roll it far enough back. That's what
Slow
happened.
the fuck down, man. We got plenty of time. We got plenty of beer. We're good.
But so yeah, this season of loose ends. So Biodome is the one type of loose end for us. You know, it's the
Sequel.
It's a
franchise.
Kinda. It will for Pauly Shore Cinematic
is
Universe.
a franchise.
It's the Pauly Shore Cinematic Universe.
So,
Like we talked about this. It has a beginning, it has an end.
It really does.
And so we
People
know
cross
what we mean.
over.
Yeah. There are other Pauly Shore movies, but they're not in the Pauly Shore Cinematic Universe. Just like there are other Marvel movies, but they're not in the MCU, right? You know, like they're before the MCU.
70s Captain America.
Yeah. Well, we all know there are certain ones that just aren't
plastic
part
shield you get at like Walmart.
But so that is one type of loose end. This week we have our second type of loose end, which is we're getting looser with how the beer maybe connects to the name.
Yeah.
Right. Like, so you guys know normally something like this would be for like Chef.
Yeah.
Or you know, like the Bear. You know, like
I can't
it would
watch that show, dude.
No.
I can't.
That would be the PTSD.
That would definitely be the PTSD. I got like 30 minutes into an episode. I was like, no, I can't, dude.
Well, they also list that show as a comedy, and it's not.
What is funny about that?
Nothing, dude. And so that's the thing. Like, it's
Gordon Ramsay funny, just watching people yell at each other, I guess.
It's very. I have a few qualms with the show outside.
It's clearly for people who've never worked in a kitchen and never had to have chef just screaming at you because you cut the onions wrong.
And so this time we're doing this beer, and we're not doing the cooks technically.
No.
There are cooks. In this movie,
but
it's
10 minutes of screen time
total,
altogether, maybe.
And that's all of them.
Yeah.
Right. Like other than Louis.
I think that's what helps with this not hitting my post traumatic stress.
Louis
It's like
Guzman,
it's mostly the waiting staff.
Gives us a little bit more.
Yeah.
You know, we get him for.
You got to. He's so
well,
good. If you've got him, you got to throw him in wherever you fucking can.
So he's
Gomez Adams now.
Yes, he is.
Yes,
fully doing great too. I love it. But so yeah, this was our looser. It's an example. We figured we'd start the season out with some examples of what you can expect to come, and this was our example of
sampler platter.
Yeah,
keep it in theme.
Sometimes our themes are gonna get easier for us to make connections. So let's go that way.
For us to find.
We're
beer.
not even going to beat around the bush. This is not about anything other than making it
easier on us.
The other loose end, wrapping up things we've talked about, that's for you guys. That's like you guys might have been waiting for us to do the next Friday the 13th because it's your favorite in the franchise. We've been talking about doing more Ernest for almost 2 fucking years.
We never even look. Every time we go to the liquor store, we just don't even think about it.
The beauty of the loose end season is it's loose. The rules will come as we go.
The rules apply only when we say they do.
Please don't keep track at home. If you do, please don't tell us.
That only happens when you get like 100,000 subscribers. You get like the Reddit thread that keeps track of everything you do.
You say that and now you're inspiring somebody who's listening.
But if they're that dedicated, fuck yeah, brother. Keep at it.
All right. Well, now I think though we have officially gone in.
As we've gone on we're on Reddit now. We're way off.
I do want to stop though. We have to say so far, like it.
Mm-hmm.
We've got more to say at the end. I think last time we totally.
I don't think we did.
We blew right through it. And so, real quick, just in case we did, guys, that was a delicious. That was a good strawberry
beer.
Strawberry rhubarb. Go for it. Wheeze the juice all the way. All right,
wheeze all of the juices.
Well, I just wanted to make that apology because
bad.
like we got so into both the movie and how good the drink was that I've not listened. I've not done the edit as of right now. I've not done the edit. I don't know. Maybe it's
like
fine.
we did. I really don't. I think we just went through the movie.
Well, when we got to the end, we did a normal spiel. But yeah, I think we might have dropped the ball. And to fix it, we did.
Yeah,
we're
whatever. It's fine. Everybody knows we're professionals,
right?
You know.
So now we can officially get back to where I started.
Yeah, there you go.
I'm so bad. I'm glad that there's always one of us to pick up where the other one.
What disgruntled restaurant worker wrote this thing?
Rob McKittrick. And he is certainly, me and Bo, we've, again, much like we started maybe a little bit at the end of last season with Almost Famous, we're doing that extra work.
Yeah.
We're watching the director's
commentary
stuff
and
if
shit.
We can.
Oh, I love a good director's commentary.
This one was
especially when the director and producer start having an argument halfway through the fucking thing. Literally pause the movie to fight about about something for 5 minutes. It's awesome.
It was also fun that they did a full Jumbotron playthrough
Right?
of the movie.
Just randomly they draw a dick on the screen just cause.
Well, or they'd start to tell you something, forget about it, but then leave the
and
writing
leave
on the
the thing
screen,
there.
and you're just like, what?
Got
what?
Justin Long and they drew a mustache on it.
And you're like, what were you about to tell us? What? I don't understand. Yeah. So we both took away probably some extra information that we'll be able to share this time while we're talking about everything. But yeah, Rob McKittrick, 100% exactly what Bo said. He is a guy. This is based on real stuff. He worked in a restaurant. I think IMDb gave me it was like 4 years. He did 4 years at a restaurant. And we both know.
Short
if
timer.
You're at one.
Short timer.
No, but if you're at 1, 4 years is a decent chunk.
One
at
is a
one.
decent time.
And I'm pretty sure that's what I read. Like he was at a restaurant.
That's a good lyric. Most people don't last more than 2 or 3.
So yeah, I mean he still did all right. I'm not gonna downplay. I don't know when he got out of it. You know what I mean? Like I don't know if he went immediately out of it into
when
the
somebody
movies.
bought this script. That's exactly.
Well, no, I know that, but I don't know if he was still working there when the script. You
got the call. He's in the dish
Yeah.
pit. He's sitting there like, hey. Fuck all you people.
So
I'm gonna go make a goddamn fuck you.
You're okay.
Yeah, you're okay.
But yeah, that's what I mean. I don't know where he was at in his life. I don't know if he would if he had left. I don't know if he pulled a Justin and left.
Yeah.
I don't know exactly, or a Dean, excuse me.
Yeah, Dean.
But yeah, I don't know how it worked really. I don't know where he was at. I don't know I don't think he went straight from restaurants to making the movie. So I'd be interested to know what job gave him the in between.
Right.
If he ever felt like writing a movie
was
about
he like
that
80
one,
for somebody on a different project,
or if he just again cold into movies.
Yeah, just
what if that
right
he
the
sold
fuck
the
in.
script to somebody, right? What if
that's what I want to know. If you did it that way, dude, fucking hell yeah.
I think though in the thing, I think he said it. I think he said it sat for a few years, right? Like
yeah,
he said he
wrote it in like the 90s, like 97 or something.
Yeah,
that's why at the end of the movie that check guy's like, I make $48,000 a year, and I'm like,
well, and there's a couple,
I'm like,
right?
I make 30, and I don't make shit.
Yo MTV Raps. Remember during the thing, he makes the joke that he was like, well, that was kind of dated then.
Super dated in 2005.
Yeah, and so he was like, but I think it makes it funnier. And it was like, yeah. It does. It did, dude. To hear the guy who's supposed to be disconnected be like, you and your Yo MTV Raps. You're
already
like,
a full 15 years off.
And you're like, I know that guy,
right?
Dude. Like I have worked with that manager who tries that hard, right? Like
fucking bald headed too. Same guy.
This dude who took over the last, I won't name names, the last restaurants that I was at before I got myself away from that shit.
Yeah.
And I was there too long. Don't let me try to pretend like I'm too good. I'm not. I was there. I was in restaurants.
So you're Naomi at this point.
Yes,
you're like, you've just been there so long. You just scream all the time.
Bitter about everything.
Just hate everything until a customer shows up, and then suddenly, I'm so nice.
Very good at that.
That immediate shift.
But so
that's why I worked in a kitchen. I couldn't do that.
There was definitely a manager though right before I left. The guy who like took over the place when I was leaving, and he was that type. He was the guy that like, I want to sound cool, but his references are too far off. And so like he was like, he came in, and he's like talking to these kids. He's like, so you guys listen to a lot of like metal music, huh? And there was some kids, and they did, and I was like, that. Well, I'm proud on you for even at least recognizing that from their look, right? Because at work you can barely tell. I was like, kudos, sir. And they were like, yeah, and he was like, yeah, I'm a big fan too. I listen to some Five Finger Death Punch. The look those kids side-eyed to me after that dude said that was outrageous. So like they just stopped everything. And like again, like he still had to realize it was awkward. He just didn't realize how awkward because he didn't catch the eye.
Oh, it's like one of the most like hated metal bands in the metal
community. They totally just stopped and like looked at me like, did he just say this? And I was just like, dude, you guys got to understand. He's trying. He heard that.
Yeah.
He heard that somewhere and thought that name sounded cool.
Right.
And he was like, wait till I drop
like
this.
a metal band.
He's like, wait till I drop this reference.
Like it is, but
wait till I drop this reference on those kids. Right? Like, no, that was it.
You would have been better off throwing up, like, hey, is it like Slayer? Like,
no,
and
cool. So, look, dude, he said that, and it's totally the meme, right? It's the Steve Buscemi with the skateboard.
Hello, fellow kids.
Right? That's how it felt. 100%. And that's exactly they did Dan. That's how Dan in this movie felt. Like,
yeah,
he felt like he was never cool, and it just got worse when he got
as he got older,
separated.
and now he has like a spot of authority. So he's like,
And so
well, they have to listen to what I say. So.
And so he pretends like he's cool.
Right.
Yeah, exactly. Oh man. Okay, we got now. So Rob McKittrick earned his right to be able to make this movie, and again, as you hear us already regaling, I feel like this episode is going to be filled with a lot
stories.
Of like us just being like,
this one time
when I was there, let me tell you. We'll try our best to refrain.
Yeah.
From that. But yeah, Rob McKittrick was definitely just giving truth to people like us. Like this is a very real look, minus one scene, and we'll save that. That is a full conversation. But everything else, very real to what restaurant work is. Yeah. He did a very good job of both front of house, back of house. He nailed
all of it.
It's great. That being said, he didn't really do any other movies. He did this. He was the writer of the sequel. He did not direct. That being said, since we watched the commentary was him and one of his producers. It was Jeff Bayless, who they sound like best friends
right
since middle school.
The way they talk to each other and the argument at the end.
Because
that's a bro argument.
Yes, it was an argument, but they weren't even like mad. It was just like fun argument.
It's like one of those arguments. It's like they've had this fight several times.
Yeah, it's not scripted, but it almost is because they've had it so many times. Yes, dude. Like again, you can feel it, and so Jeff Bayless. It felt right that he was the producer that got to be there with him, but also Jeff Bayless is the person who directed
the sequel. Keeping it with the bros, man. I like it.
He also surprised cameo in the movie. Right,
man. It's a shame chlamydia is such a sexual disease. It's such a pretty word.
You're right.
I haven't named my daughter that.
There are some lines that are great in this. There's a lot of lines we will not repeat for the podcast. We're not saying they were funny.
I'm not gonna say I didn't laugh at them, but I ain't gonna say them.
But I definitely understand that we could get canceled for just throwing them around today, right? Like,
not allowed to say that anymore.
I'm at least aware that I don't want to be canceled.
Yeah, I like having the show.
I don't want to have.
But if you're in the room watching it with me, don't judge me for laughing.
Yeah, no,
because that shit was funny.
That's the kind of stuff that you live stream.
Yeah,
right? Like, yeah, everybody chuckles a little bit.
You still get heat.
No, you will.
Somebody
but you
will
get a little bit less because,
it was maybe my live reaction. Get fucked. I grew up in the 90s.
So now let's hit our cast. This is that part that I said we'll try to do. We'll run through the cast. We can talk about them when we're there. Unless if you feel like you want to name drop something else, I guess maybe that they're in. Now is the time. But you know what I mean? Like, sometimes we do this and we start talking about the character they are in this movie. And it's like, maybe we should just save that.
Save that a little bit, maybe.
I don't know. We'll see. This is maybe the toe dip episode, right? We're going to test the waters a little bit.
See what fucking happens.
So we're going to run through this. We got Ryan Reynolds as Monty. He is the main character. That's what's weird. I don't even know who you would call. Who do you call the main character?
I feel like Dean's the main character. I feel like Monty's like the tour guide for the audience. I know there's like a writing term for that guy.
But yeah, it's weird though because he definitely has top. Ryan.
Yeah,
we
he has
all
top
know
billing.
Why. We know
because
he's a big guy.
Yeah,
we'll leave it there. He's in lots of things. Well, I mean, Ryan Reynolds, we love. Yeah, I mean, all kinds of stuff. I mean, I couldn't even.
Well, ignore Green Lantern. I still want to retry.
Well, dude, I mean, again, as I name dropped to you when we were talking, you were like, "This is like one of his first one, right?" And I was like, "Two guys, a girl on a pizza."
Oh yeah, I forgot all about that shit. My mom used to watch that.
So again, dude's been around for a long time,
longer than you think.
Yeah, longer than most people might realize. Go look it up. Well, and he was in Canadian TV shows and shit when he was a kid. Like he's been around for But again, for an American audience, maybe not quite that far back.
Yeah, we didn't get local Canadian TV in Eastern Kentucky.
I was probably outside of at least Eastern. I was still in Kentucky. Showtime in the 90s loved to put on
Canadian TV.
Yeah, dude, Degrassi was on Showtime. I watched a lot of Degrassi in the 90s. Like the old Degrassi, not this stuff with Drake and shit. Like the Degrassi before that.
OG Degrassi.
Yeah.
Where it actually seemed like
real, it
like
felt,
real kid,
yeah.
Oh, this is my high school.
Yeah, it felt real, for sure.
Nice.
Well, and it was shot like it was a documentary too. Like that's part of why it felt real.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, okay.
I didn't have Showtime.
I just said we weren't gonna do this, and here we are. So
it wasn't about the character in the movie.
I know it wasn't, but it also maybe wasn't about the actor anymore.
It's just about Canadian TV.
Never mind. We're just gonna do this how we always do
Just
it.
clip it, make it a short. They're like,
No.
Canadian TV.
Well, I'll still do that, but we're just gonna. I think we've definitely realized it's not gonna work for us. That's not our workflow
That's
here.
not how we do this.
Yeah, that's not our workflow. So we'll just move on. So the next person, Justin Long, we already said he's playing Dean. He is who I would say is more the main character, despite maybe even have less screen time.
Yeah, really. But he's like, he's the only one with like kind of a story.
He has an arc.
Yeah.
Everybody else is just
kind of wacky background characters.
But yeah, Dean has an arc for sure. Yeah. Justin Long, though, again, great. We talked about him for Galaxy Quest.
Yes.
Tiny part,
but critical part.
Yes,
They wouldn't have got home.
So again, if you need
We
to
need
hear
to Jeepers Creepers.
He's Jeepers Creepers, where he played a twin, and that movie came out on my birthday, and I have a twin.
So, we need to do it even more. No, do it for your birthday next year.
Yeah,
we'll save it.
Sounds
We'll get
good to me.
We'll get your sister
First
on.
Jeepers Creepers. I don't know about that, but we'll get Jeepers Creepers. Yeah, Justin Long. If you want to hear what we think about him, there's definitely one where
we probably
talked too much.
Probably too long because
that was
like a 2.5 hour long episode.
So you can definitely hear our thoughts on Justin Long, but we definitely love him.
Yes.
That's all we need to say right now. We'll move on. We have in roles of authority in this movie one person, David Koechner. You know who I'm talking about.
You know who
Dan,
he is.
He's he comedy legend, dude. Love this guy.
The cowboy guy and fucking Anchorman.
Anchorman, yes, dude. He's he's funny. He's
funny in
a lot of
everything
things. He's always
in.
funny.
I think he's even been in like some serious fucking movies,
Yes,
and he still manages to pull off jokes.
He does great things. Definitely.
It's that face.
Yeah, dude. Well, again.
And
he does like minor things for the character, like he did in this one.
Like the commentary, I didn't notice it. You want me to say it?
You can say it. We already said we don't. We said we don't.
For some reason, I never caught this. I've seen this movie 100 times until the director said it in the commentary. Apparently, this guy will throw a G into the beginning of any fucking word and make it somehow work and fit. And he does it like 10 times in the movie.
And now it makes me want to go back to all of his
other ones and see if he does it.
Yes,
I gotta go back and watch Anchorman now and see if he does it.
I promise. I feel like I even
with that
know.
Texas accent. I had to have.
Yeah, dude. It was a cool
funny.
little piece of information to hear from them. But yeah, so he is our
Excuse me?
he is our manager, Dan, perfectly playing a manager. Like totally I know this type of manager. Like yeah, like I'd like to
the
feel
ones that like to give the like the motivational speech before shift starts.
Yes,
and stuff.
you know.
It's like, dude, come on. We know how to do our jobs. We know you're just gonna sit in the office all night until there's a big problem, and then you're just gonna come out here and yell at everybody.
Yep. I would like to believe that I was not that type of manager. I also didn't manage long enough to get that burnt out.
That burnout
which
on
is
it.
also part Dude, this
You
guy
also weren't like a bullied nerd your whole fucking life and then finally got some power.
Yeah, well,
like,
and I didn't.
People have to do what
I
say
didn't get to the luxury of being a manager at a place where the office was separated from like the workflow. It was literally just a corner, and it was like the windows from outside. Like they would know if like people would show up if there were more than 5 cars and they could see you doing that. Yeah, then you look like the jackass, right? Because you're
up there just typing away on.
So yeah, like I could never have. But yeah, this guy was just quintessential. I had managers just like this dude. Like not even just the one that I mentioned. Like I mean,
male and
like,
female.
So
I've had managers that act this way.
He nailed it.
Yeah. Did he just like go hang out in fucking restaurants and just kind of watch the managers and see how they acted?
Well, no, this was 100% based on his managers, right? Like you know it. The only other close to like adult responsible person in the movie is not responsible. Was the only other like true adult in the restaurant.
Somebody over 30.
Luis Guzman. He's the head chef.
The worst influence on everybody in this fucking building.
How funny is it that they're at a place like an Applebee's? The Shenaniganz is like Applebee's, kitschy, Chili's. Yeah, it's like a kitschy, like full service restaurant, but like
they have
full service
stuff on the wall.
Well, it's like
the flare
again, just like you see in this. It's bare. They say they're full service, but really in the back they're they're deep frying half of everything and microwaving the rest, right?
They're full service because they have an actual grill.
That's
like
all.
That's like
they might have some real flames somewhere. But so yeah, it's how weird is it that they literally said he's like the chef? Like he wasn't just
a line cook. He's like the head chef.
That's what they called him, right? And he was walking around that place like a chef at a real restaurant would. Like he didn't do work. He was
barely doing anything.
And I was like, that is not what you would find at a chain restaurant like this, though. Like there would be a head cook still.
Yeah.
But he would just be the guy that's in charge of inventory to give to the manager.
The manager.
Right? Like that's all.
He gets to go tell the dish guy what to do.
The manager
he calls out the orders. That's like he gets to run the expo station. That's like the kitchen manager's job.
The real exactly. The manager that's up front, the office manager, is like the real manager, but he just gives this dude the job. Like he's the one that gets to bitch at the kitchen staff.
Yeah.
Even though he's there, so he gets to like feel horrible about bitching at the kitchen staff. That's who the kitchen manager. That's who this guy is.
It's usually the job I get offered after a while, and I just look at him and go, "Yeah, no, I don't do paperwork, man."
And that's all it is.
I just want to cook and get my check. That's all I want to do.
After those people, we can get into the rest of the cast who make up the wait staff. And again, like we said, a couple of cooks, not that many.
Yeah, two.
One main one,
really. Yeah,
Dane Cook.
What happened to him? Where'd he fucking go?
Dude, just weird.
Just
things.
got tired of it.
No, I think he still
out there,
or not. Maybe not. I don't know. You
I
have to
thought
look
he
this
was
up.
funny
and hilarious in this, and it's all him.
Yeah.
Right? Like they didn't write this. His character is all just like ad-lib lines.
The director said they had to like lie to somebody to get him to fucking come in.
It
was gonna be a much bigger part. The studio is like, oh, sweet. And he's just like comes in, has like 5 lines through the whole fucking thing.
Well, again, most of it's ad-lib.
I know. There's like be the fucking just disgruntled fucking guy who's on the line just can't wait to quit.
You didn't understand the lie part. They said it the other way, dude. They had to lie about they lied saying his part was even smaller because the studio didn't want him in the movie.
Oh, okay. I had it
the lie was the other way. The studio didn't want him, and they were like, oh, it's not that bad. And then they gave him
way more
ad-lib lines to do whatever he wanted. Yeah. There you go.
There we go. I had it backward. My bad.
Yeah, because again, think about the type of director it was. Do you think he would have...
Yeah,
you heard this guy. This guy was raunchy.
No, they had this whole thing about like, well, if you just like shot it a different way, and it's like, no, and then it turns into like PG bullshit, and then the next thing you do is like, oh, well, let's just have an alternate take, and then the whole thing gets fucking. He went on for like 5 minutes. I'm telling you,
so you get what I'm saying. That dude,
he's a purist.
Yeah. So that dude 100%
standing up for the Directors Guild of America.
Well, because he even said that, he was like, I saw Dane Cook, I loved it. I thought his comedy was fun. Yeah, so again,
he lied every night for a week.
Yeah, so he lied the other way. He was like, I want this guy in my movie regardless of what they fucking want.
Oh, I give you the blue cheese. Yes, sir.
Yeah, dude. Well, and he
fucking assistant manager douchebag.
Look, the shit he did to the management in this was fine. The shit he did to the regular employees was outrageous. He was in the wrong. Look, I know being in the kitchen, I know the wait staff can piss you off. But when they...
I'm not going to say anything.
But when you know that their request isn't them, like, sometimes it's them, and it's them, be mad at them. Dude totally got mad when there were occasions where you could tell, like, the customer was pissed off, and they were just like, they said it wasn't enough sauce, I need more sauce, and he'd get shitty with the waiter, and I'm like, look,
get the fuck out of here before I lose your ticket.
Yeah, dude, it's like, look, dude,
fuck you, bitch.
There's plenty of times where that's warranted in a well, maybe not warranted, but there's plenty of times where that is acceptable behavior.
I don't know, when it's Calvin.
But I'm telling you right now, in the movie, there were a couple times where I was like, yeah, dude, you are for sure like going way too far.
He's a douchebag. You can tell he's got like the tribal
tattoo
was supposed to be
and
the little piercings and shit.
Stereotypes. He's that guy. He's that guy.
He's the quintessential, I don't give a fuck guy.
I'm a badass.
Yeah, I'm so cool. Yeah. It's like, you're really
tone it down.
Like, you're really not, though. You need to chill the fuck out, dude.
Let's see, who else do we have in the kitchen?
Guy tries to fight you in the back of the dumpster.
So in the kitchen we have one other cook that we see like little pieces of, Skylar Stone. Not an important guy. I love him. Raising Hope. Go watch the show. He plays a small part in that too.
The curly haired kid.
Yeah.
The one who tries to put guacamole on a steak.
Dude, you can't mix. You can't mix.
Can't mix Mexican and continental. Come on,
I expected more out. Yeah, I expected more. Come on.
Have a little garlic salt.
Then you almost forgot there is one other person in the kitchen, but it is the guy who's not a cook. Chai McBride. Yeah, Chai McBride. Bishop. Our dishwasher. Our like, again, waxing poetic, philosophical.
Our wise smoking black man.
Just totally being the restaurant therapist from the dish pit.
I love the way he fucking talks, right? Just as soon as he starts, he's just like, foist. I'm gonna need you to take a long look at yourself in the mirror.
I forgot that's how he talked, and then when I started the movie,
urinal.
The first time he hit foist. I did. I was like, oh shit, I forgot.
He says urinal.
Well, and he only it's so
like
funny.
only like 3 or 4 words that he does it too.
But when he does it, he hard does it. I fucking love that fucking delivery. God bless Chai McBride.
Right.
He nails it. Again, this is maybe the least believable character. I don't know if I ever knew a character.
No, the dishwasher was usually some 16-year-old kid. And you just put him back there to get him out of the fucking way.
Now, to that, I do have to say to you, our uncle was this old as a dishwasher. So he was
I can see it.
He was
I
maybe
see him back there sparking up a cigarette, trying to tell these kids how it is.
He's Bishop then, right? He's got to be. Like he's older.
I'll save it. That might be my thing.
Wait.
Yep.
No more talk about it then. I don't want to hear elaboration. You can tell me the full part of it when we get there. I do appreciate that it's ever evolving.
Right.
This is part of why I keep telling you to say, you can't just get locked in.
Right.
It's a vibe. It's a
vibe.
Feeling.
It's
sometimes
that one thing.
You have definitely showed up here, and I've totally told you. Like, I'm twisting it right now. Like, right before you got here, I was thinking, and like, I'm gonna be different. So yeah, save whatever your thought is. We'll move away from the dish pit, so that way we don't even gotta talk about it anymore right now. That's how we do this.
We love Bishop.
He's a great guy. We have for our females, our wait staff, we've got Anna Faris.
Scary movie.
Yeah, well, and this is like right at that time.
Yeah.
This is like right when she was starting to like skyrocket, and it's so funny because again, most of these people are in like have been in lots of things, and she is one of them. Ryan Reynolds top billing when you look at the movie. Anna Faris next one down. She's in so little. She's so almost unimportant. She is the character that gets the big speech. The slap in the face
she's
of
just
the character.
Kind of like in the back. She's in the background a lot.
A lot.
She has a lot of good like background reactions to things other people are doing.
But again, it's so crazy for her to be and I know why. I get it. She's definitely of the other females. She's the one that was. But jeez, it's kind of crazy.
Calvin's fucking doing the let's go team with there's no me in team and shit. She just looks at him like you kiss ass motherfucker. Yes. That's such a great fucking reaction from her.
We have Caitlin Doubleday as Amy, which is the girl that dates that dates Dean. Yeah. I only point this out because you easily could have told me there were like multiple blondes.
Yeah.
And I'd have just been like, oh, okay. But it is definitely her the whole time through the movie.
She's the least wacky character.
Dude, like,
she's the most normal person, so you kind of forget about her.
And when she dresses down for the party scene, she looks the most not like her work self, which makes it even worse. It's just like, I don't know. And they almost had more of a storyline, it feels like, with the whole relationship, but it really ends up not being important.
In the commentary, the director said something about it, and he's like, oh, it'll probably be in the director's cut or unrated. It's not.
Yeah.
It still got left on the cutting room floor or whatever.
So it was definitely whatever it was, not good.
So her line at the end where she's like, I was psycho and I never get psycho. I was like, I didn't really see you get psycho.
I barely remembered that they broke up.
I didn't know you all had a problem really. Like
most of the movie actually plays out like they're just
kind of busy,
stagnant,
kind of busy. Couldn't talk to each other really.
I don't know.
We don't know where. Like, are we gonna keep dating? Maybe I don't know.
Again, she's not been in. She's been in more recently. She's done like, Memphis and Atlanta.
Nice.
You know, like some of those big like
drama
soap
shows.
opera drama shows. But back in the day, she wasn't in a Like when this came out, she wasn't in a ton of stuff. And she didn't do like, she did like bit parts in like one episode of a show, bit parts in a movie. But yeah, so recently she's definitely been in a lot more. But she's in the kind of things that me and you don't.
Yeah, we don't
usually watch. So again, that's why I had to be like, don't let me downplay her to the people at home who are like,
she just
you don't know who she is.
She just misted into the ether, and now she's gone.
Yeah, she's not that, but she's definitely one of those people that she went
does have a picture on IMDb.
Yeah, she went to an area where we don't go. That's all it is. Like, it's not our
drama
type of stuff. Our next one is Naomi, played by Alana.
She's my favorite one.
Alana Ubach. I don't even understand.
Close enough.
The name is crazy that I can't pronounce. And then when I went to her IMDb, because I was like, I don't think I recognize her from anything, right? And I honestly, I didn't recognize her for anything. She has done a lot of voices, like video games and cartoons and all kinds of crazy stuff, up to and including Disney's Coco, which I know when I said to you, you were like, I have a child who is obsessed
That's
with
what
it.
I figured it was. I was like, if I had kids, I bet this would land better.
Yeah. Well, all you really need to know is just that it's a Disney movie and she played one of the big characters. Yeah. And again, a Disney movie.
That's a Disney check. Those are nice.
Well, again, she is the most un-Disney-like character in this movie. Like, female character in this movie. And so, like, it was like, the reason it was mind-blowing to find out that she was the voice of one of the
nice,
Disney
sweet
characters.
little Disney
grandma character.
Oh, the grandma even.
Yes. I was like, shut up. Stop it right
Goes
now.
from to... Here, I make you some cookies.
Well, she's still like an angry lady. No, she's still
an angry grandma.
Yeah,
okay,
but she's still.
I can see it.
But she sings in that movie and everything. I mean, she's got cool. It's all her, and I was just like blown away.
She's my favorite one of the
wait
staff. She's so fucking great.
She's the one.
And again, we all know this person.
Well, I have definitely.
I've been this guy.
I've been
fucking just cussing my goddamn head off,
face
and then turning around and just turning it off immediately because there's customers in the fucking building. It's like, oh yeah, we don't have a closed kitchen. They can hear me.
Yep. But yeah, she was great in this part. She is good. She's got some things we'll definitely be talking about more later that were very integral to the movie. Maybe not integral to the movie, but definitely
one of the most talked about things in the movie.
Memorable.
Yeah.
And then we have, let's see, I think that might be wrapping up some of the real big people. We have a couple more like very minor people we'll mention real quick. So we've got Vanessa Lengies. She's the minor. That's only she's the hostess.
She's only a minor until Wednesday. She's only got a week
left.
Well,
so we only see her as a minor.
Somehow
until you watch the sequel, you only ever see this girl as a minor. That's all I'm saying. But she also was in Glee. Let me bring this up because it is definitely something me and Bo have seen plenty of.
It's a good show.
It is a good show. I'm not trying to knock that we've seen it.
A good musical.
I'm saying that we have indeed seen it. Definitely forgot the whole time I was watching Glee that this was the same girl for sure. Read it in the IMDb, almost as surprised as seeing that the one girl was from Disney, even though I could have made the connection visually. Right. It just never did.
If you'd have watched Glee before this, you would have immediately been like, ah!
Probably, right?
Cue Leonardo da Vinci.
DiCaprio.
Yeah, the meme.
Holding your beer.
Holding your beer.
I think now
I want to redo that meme with Leonardo da Vinci holding, like, wine.
Me and you can work on it. The last person that I want to mention, and I think that's because every other character that's in it is literally like they're still decently sized actors or actresses, but they are in blink or you'll miss it roles. Like the bartender, the amount the director and the producer talk about her, like loving her, and I'm like, I forgot there was a bartender character in the movie.
There's two bartenders.
Well, yeah, but one of them redhead chick. One you remember because she's sleeping with Luis Guzman.
Yeah.
But the other girl totally didn't remember that was a character.
Scenes.
Right? Totally. And they talk about her in the commentary so much. And I was just like,
is she even at the party at the end of the fucking movie? I don't think she is.
So again, we're not going to talk about everybody. And if you love these people, we get it. They are big actors and actresses that are also in it, but they're not important. The last person that I even want to mention, not really that important. is Nick. T-Dog and Nick. Andy
Andy
Milonakis. Andy
Yo,
fucking
it's
Milonakis.
me, I'm Andy Milonakis.
Dude, I love
the man show where you just go around on the street and like hit on bitches. It's so good.
I loved Andy Milonakis back in the day. I loved when he got his own show. I loved him on the Man Show. I loved it. I loved
funny,
that
dude.
he had the spot in this movie.
What happened to him?
Is
he still around?
Yeah, he's still doing stuff.
Yeah, dude.
YouTube, like
he didn't degenerate into debauchery like most child stars. No comment. Awesome.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know how to answer that question for you, so we'll just leave it at that. But yeah, Andy Milonakis. I love Andy Milonakis.
Section just filling me in on the horror story of Andy Milonakis.
Oh, but yeah,
it's oh no, I'm so sorry.
I think that is everybody and everything we can possibly say about everybody and everything.
Uh-oh. We're not.
Who? Oh no, I know. John Francis fucking Daly.
We forgot Sweets.
The look on your face told me everything I needed to know. John Francis fucking Daly, dude. Sweets. He's Sam Weir on Freaks and Geeks, dude. How did we forget? He is also a director of
movies and TV. Yeah.
Sorry,
man.
John Francis Daly.
It's because he has like no lines until the end of the fucking
end.
movie. We weren't gonna let him talk either.
His role was just to be the quiet guy who gets dumped on.
Right.
For the whole movie.
Poor new trainee.
This is actually really good because it segues into one of the first things I wanted to say anyway. Bro.
Yeah.
I'm glad you
cool.
Did this.
Awesome.
So one of the things
think we
found,
wrote these.
You would, right? One of the things I found out while I was doing research outside of the commentary, and I don't think I heard them mention this in the commentary, they based the interactions between Mitch and Mike.
Monty.
Monty. Yeah, Mitch and Monty. Sorry, why did I say Mike? Because I was trying to do. Doesn't matter. Mitch and Monty. Between John Francis Daly and Ryan Reynolds.
Yeah.
The interactions between them are based on Val Kilmer and the little scrawny kid in Real Genius. Have you ever seen Real Genius?
It was fucking years ago.
So like that whole premise is he's the cool kid at the smart camp and the other guy's the dorky kid that comes in. Literally to the point that it is apparently in the special thanks on the movie. Special thanks to
Val
it's
Kilmer.
either to the actors or the characters or the person who wrote the movie.
Any and all who were involved with the making of Real Genius. But there's a special thanks
to Real Genius for the way he did. And it's really,
is that right before you can watch the Rube Goldberg device thing go at the end of the
I love
credit? Well, he said it in the commentary. I was like, bullshit. Yeah, if you watch all the credits, it was
real.
It'll fucking
it's because it was Andy Milonakis. That's what he used to do on his TV show. He used to do shit like that all the time. Like, he's a cool dude. I love Andy Milonakis. Sorry, a little bit off track again.
Snake and T-Dog.
He's Nick. T-Dog's yeah.
The cornrows having tall one.
I love the difference between them, like how dedicated he was, and Nick being the one who just had the tiny little braids.
He just put a little rubber band in it.
He even had like this much like chunk of a mullet almost in the back, not touched.
Couldn't see it. In his mirror.
That was
himself.
The realism of that was so great, dude. Like again,
I look cool, except for right there,
top to bottom. You gotta love it, dude. But yeah, this again, they nailed so much that it was so good between the banter between the people. As much as that Real Genius might be based for the conversations with those two, it's also just how it works when you're training somebody in a restaurant, right? Yep. Like that, literally, the person being trained, unless you ask them a question generally, and you care to listen to the answer,
just generally kind of stand there.
Is their job for the day is to stand there and not talk and watch. The worst and
is
learn.
When you ask them a question and they just stare at you like,
the best part is that that's how they treat him,
right?
They treat him like he never, he always tries to answer, but they treat him like he takes too long,
right?
Well, it's like, no, he took a normal person's amount of time to answer that question.
You don't talk much, do you, Mitch? Well, I mean, you have. That's okay. I didn't talk much when I got here too.
Hold that thought.
The very first, like after the manager's like, "This is the new trainee. I need you to train him and shit." He does the whole thing, and he just looks at me. He's like, "I really need to ask you, if you're gonna work here, You need to ask yourself, am I okay with frontal male nudity?
So
and he just stares at him for a minute.
That's a good spot for us to start with some of our maybe actual restaurant talk to you, right? Like, I have never worked in a restaurant where that level of shit is a thing.
Yeah, I never saw anybody's dick.
I do
ass.
Well, and I do
getting mooned when you open the cooler.
Well, but
that's pretty common.
Even outside of that, as being a thing that this is referencing, I get the idea of what they're saying.
Yeah.
Like the guys, especially in the restaurant, have some kind of
dumbass game. Hot Carl, you ever played Hot Carl?
Yes, dude. And that's what I was gonna say. Most of the games are usually not this but flagrantly bad.
They're still stupid.
Games. They're dumb games that guys play in restaurants to help them pass the time.
Keeps morale up.
And so
kind of pisses off management.
As soon as I saw that and he asked the question, it was one of those things where, again, it's like, okay, they went super crazy raunchy with the how do you feel about but it's the vibe of the way he asked it. I was like, no, I get what's going on here. It's like the initiation moment where the manager's gone and you gotta look at him and be like,
you're gonna be
how cool are you?
How cool are you?
Let me test.
We all smoke weed out by the dumpsters. Are you gonna fucking say anything?
Something. It's like it's where you push the most outrageous thing at him as you can.
Yeah.
To start,
gotta get him in on the conspiracy, man.
And see how they're
us
gonna
versus them. Are you gonna be cool? Or are you gonna be a rat?
Or are you gonna leave now after you hear me say that?
The fucking stooge in the kitchen fucking go off and like, manager, they're smoking in the walk-in again. Fuck off.
But so this is again like that's how good it is that even when he's doing a topic that I don't relate to, I get the vibe. Yeah. I understand the kind of concept that happened.
And you know what? If you worked in a kitchen where somebody had a dick game, let us know.
Yeah, I hope that wasn't common.
I bet it only happened after this movie.
Yeah, no, in response to this?
Like this started it. Because, not gonna lie, I was a high school dumb shit when this movie came out. Me and my friends played the game. I've seen a brain or two.
Listen, I'm gonna tell you, I was literally 21 when the movie came out. And by 22 was working. I was already working in restaurants when the movie came out. But at 22, like 6 months after the movie came out, I was working in this style of restaurant. Like, like full kitchen in the back.
Kitchen.
And I was a cook in the kitchen on a line.
Running the grill.
Yes.
Had the tickets.
And dude, like, there was so much in the movie. Okay, so like let's even start with the smallest thing. The movie kicks off. We're not even at the restaurant. We don't even know about the restaurant. We're at a party.
It's at the party after your fucking shift's
I
want
to ask you right now. Any of the places you worked at, unless they were people that you were friends with before already, like because we've all been there, where you end up at a restaurant and you're working with people that you are already friends with.
Yeah.
Have you ever worked at a place where you are at a party on the regular with every person that's at the restaurant? When I worked at this steakhouse at 22,
nice,
it literally was like that. And I mean, like, I didn't go that often, right? But like most of the staff were going to the same dude's house, just like how the movie said, every night, and it was crazy and it was dumb. I'm not shitting you when I tell you that the parties that I went to when I worked at that restaurant looked like this party. Like you walked in, the lights were kind of dim. They're just sections of the different people from the restaurant in different corners talking to each other. I was like, holy shit, that's real.
Man, by the time I worked anywhere where like they even had like semi-regular parties, I was already like married for 5 years and it was like, I'm not allowed to go.
You weren't really missing out because it was also just as dumb as you saw here. You know what I mean? Like the conversation was barely actually you get what I mean? Like it looks like a kick-ass time. But by the time, dude, again, I as a young person,
it's all weed and alcohol induced.
Well, I didn't even go that many times. You know what I mean? Like they did it. Most of these people were going every single night after work. I went 2 times tops. Like I was just like, not my vibe, not my scene. Me and you are too antisocial.
That's what it is.
to be the like that. This is
I
why I
prefer a
asked
nice
you.
Dungeons and Dragons game.
The reason I asked you was less to see if that I thought that this was a real thing, and more to be like, yeah, it's just not the kind of thing that we go
Yeah, no,
to.
I did most of my like big house party things in high school and learned really quick. I don't really like
It's not my vibe.
I don't like doing it because I'm like, I've always felt like I ended up just kind of sitting on a couch.
I would either
somewhere
sit on a
kind
couch,
of watching.
I would either sit on a couch, or then I'd be the guy trying too hard.
Yeah.
And then I'd also make an ass of myself.
Getting in a fight.
Or throwing up, or
Yeah.
like something that made an ass of yourself in some way. Yeah, dude. So yeah, I agree. I was the same way.
Leaving the party with no pants.
Maybe that's a you thing.
That happened once. I woke up on the porch,
you.
no
It
pants.
was the way you brought it up. In no way did I think
Had
that
to-
wasn't a
Had to
personal
walk
story.
back to the White House and look for him. I get in there and fucking Frankie's girlfriend fucking had him on. She found him in the bathroom and she was like, "Oh, I thought they were nice because they had these like cool like skull pattern on the leg and stuff." I was like, "No, those are mine."
But so I will tell you though, those kind of parties definitely did exist at restaurants. That's what I was getting at though. The movie, it nails so much right that even goes into the uncomfortable, and I think we need to address that. Like we said, okay, one of the uncomfortable things we're not repeating.
Yeah.
Like we said, they drop a certain word a lot of times that is not socially accepted today. And we'll leave it at that.
It's another word for a bundle of sticks if you read Lord of the Rings. Boromir tells them that we have to gather a bunch of these if we're going to climb up into the mountains.
That wasn't even the one I was
Oh, is that
talking
not the one
about.
you're talking
Yeah.
about? The R one?
Yeah.
Ah.
So, okay,
Yeah.
there's a couple of words that get dropped on the regular in this movie. That
I was
maybe-
going for the what the English call a cigarette or a
Yes.
bundle of sticks.
I know which one you were. I was talking about what you would say you do to paint when you make it less thick.
Wow, what a good. That's good.
Well, it's right.
Or and to make something that is not flammable.
Yes.
You know,
Generally speaking, if you dilute things, the other word
or
for diluting.
just simply to impede the process of.
Yes. I think we're done with this bit.
That was so smart.
Thank you.
High five.
Virtual
Bam.
high five. But yeah, I think we're done with the bit because I think maybe that went too far. That was good though. We all understand the words we're talking about. That was
Hopefully.
the point. That was the
Yeah.
point of the bit, was to let you know which
Aha.
words without saying the words.
Try and come at us, YouTube. We danced around that so elegantly.
so perfectly.
Chef's kiss.
God bless the English language
Right?
for knowing
For being
these
fucking
ways.
confusing.
Yeah. Some of our foreign fans might be
They're
very
pissed
they
off.
don't know
They're
what
like,
we're
what
saying.
the fuck?
They're having to pull out thesauruses and dictionaries and circle around it.
Literally looking up definitions of shit. Like, I know he said a definition that sounded like a definition.
But outside of the words, one of the controversial things the movie brings up, to bring us back on topic, is the underage thing.
Yes.
Right? This hostess. Like I made the joke. You
Yeah.
could have been a host. The hostess is generally in most places a
Young.
You don't have to be to
You don't have to be underage, but
Well,
it helps that she's cute.
Well, to serve, you have to in a place that has alcohol. And this
you got to
place
be
definitely
20
in a day. In our state, some states it's 21, but you always have to be something that is very close to legal age to buy.
Yeah.
Right. And so no matter what, the host is usually the person who is not old enough to serve, but you might want them to be a server in the future. So you hire them as the hostess because they can learn that job.
And
while they're
they're
waiting.
just too cute for the kitchen.
Well, you also
That's what happened half
in
the
most
time.
states you can't have someone in the kitchen under the age of 18. Hostess.
Oh,
is
yeah,
one
that's
of the-
right. I forgot about
Hostess
that.
is one of the few jobs in this type of restaurant where you could feasibly hold that job under 18. That being said, I feel like they implied Andy Milonakis was under 18, right?
Yeah,
His
I got
character.
the feeling like both of them were.
But they also aren't in the kitchen. They are
Yeah, they're
only
bus
on
boys.
trash duty,
Yeah.
bussing tables, you know what I
Cleaning
mean?
the
Like,
bathroom. Always
none of
fun.
those are things that I
I
think
hated it when I had to go
like
bus.
theoretically get in trouble with that under 18. Kitchen though,
Yeah.
dangerous equipment.
We never had a fucking bus boy half the fucking time. You had to. Who's not doing anything? I need somebody to grab table 3.
Yeah, I worked in a the one that I mentioned working at. Like,
Yeah.
I worked there, and there was like the first month I was there, they had official busboy, and then after that it was just the guy who worked the dish pit.
Yeah.
Oh, you're caught up on plates. Go,
Yeah, go
bus
grab
some tables, right? Like, oh, stop for a second on the bus and wash some forks. But yeah, the movie, it nailed everything, and the relationship show, though, like the underage, it's one of those things that I feel like lost a lot of people
Yeah.
who weren't familiar with restaurants.
This is a very common thing to have the cute underage girl be hit on by the way too old
One guy.
fucking guy. It's usually one guy. It's not everybody. It's usually that one fucking guy.
And the movie did a good job of, like, other than the manager himself,
yeah,
which also may have been something that happened.
That does happen. Trying to use his authority and power to get what he wants.
I appreciate.
I've never worked anywhere like that had a manager that did that. To be fair,
I worked in one place where the manager was that type of dude. He probably never officially did it, but every girl expected that he was going to. You know what I mean?
I worked somewhere.
He was the kind of sleazy where it
just
oozed off of him. Whether he did do it or not do it, he felt like he was going to do it.
I worked somewhere with a guy. He was like 22, man. He had all the fucking charm, man. So like he was kind of working his way through the fucking chicks at the kitchen. But it was all consensual. No, it was pure merit of him being a cool guy. I even liked him. He was awesome.
I've worked with the dude who's like that, but still tries to sleep with the. Like, again, I've worked with
still tries to bang the underage
literal
girl.
Definition of what
Monty is.
Yeah, I've worked with that.
Oh God.
Where he's cool enough he doesn't have to, but he's still going to.
Yeah.
And what's messed up about Monty is it's not even like he's doing it. You know, you watch like a movie like Kids, like there's a thing like he's like, oh, it's another notch on my. Monty's not doing it like he's like collecting trophies. He's just like, that is genuinely. He is the most. He's the worst.
Has a whole political like speech about like it's the American way.
He's the worst type because he's literally trying to be like, that is just what I'm attracted to. Listen to why it's okay.
I was not consulted when the so-called laws were made.
Right.
It is my American duty. To be fair, Ryan Reynolds had a problem with it too,
and didn't
really want to do it. Yeah, he tried to fight it all the time,
and rightfully so. But
but he played it off so comedically that you can kind of
works. It works very well.
Yeah.
Well, and they do the good job at the end
where it's all a gimmick, where you learn it's like it's all just all jokes. Yeah, it's all for show. I'm not actually going to do it.
That was good.
That was nice. I was like, oh, good. He just talks a lot of shit. Thank fuck.
I will give Rob McKittrick that. Like, he was writing the character from a place of truth, but I appreciate that he was like, that might be a little too much for most of the public.
Did you watch all the director? Yeah. Apparently, the studio wanted him to like fuck her and shit.
Dude, the studio was so wrong. Because that leads me to I love you. I love you. Segue again, Bo. You just got finished saying like, it's like we write them, we don't. The other segue about the studio. So the studio did this for sure.
Yeah.
And they wanted it to go
way. Because again, no, they wanted her to be younger. They wanted her to be like 15, 16. Wanted Ryan Reynolds to like go down would be on her
when you start on it.
Yeah, it was like, no, we're gonna make her like she's gonna turn 18 in like soon. 3 days.
And he's gonna wait.
And he's like, we can wait. Little kissing.
Because Rob McKittrick, again, as much as he wanted people to understand this happens, he still wanted to like be like, I can't prove what happened
when the door shut.
I can only say what I saw.
Yeah.
And that's kind of the story he
told.
Yeah,
because Ryan Reynolds is even like, if anybody, anyone at all, including authorities, I assume, I fucked you.
And so again,
twice.
Rob McKittrick did his best to be like, I'm going to write this from what I saw, and what I saw
without
says I don't know what
Ryan
happened,
Reynolds.
Right? Like, and I don't know what happens behind a door. So he was like, I'm going to tell this, but I will back up, as Bo said, restaurants, that's real.
There's always that guy.
The studio, though,
the fucking high school girl gets hired, and they're just like, oh, and it's like, dude, don't.
The studio wanting it to go further was crazy.
I want to see the search history of these motherfuckers.
Well, and then the only other thing in the whole movie that we know for sure the studio pushed that he didn't write.
Yeah.
Because at least this is like, the studio pushed it to be worse than
he wrote it. He did write it, yeah. This is something the studio was just like, hey, you need to do this.
The studio pushed one more thing, and it was not something he wrote. And for his detriment, I think, is the thing that they pushed the movie on. right? The few trailers.
Yeah.
Because
it was in all the fucking trailers.
He says, like, this movie kind of got buried. It was supposed to be bigger, and they pushed it down. But even with pushing it down, the only trailers you saw for this movie
was the don't fuck with the people who handle your food.
And you see in the garlic salt.
Spitting in it.
Yes,
pulling
you see
the
all
pubes and rubbing their dick with it and shit.
And me and Bo both immediately were like, look, because we work together in a restaurant, but we both have had plenty of other jobs outside.
I have 15 years of kitchen experience and a culinary arts degree.
I only got up to a decade, no degree. So but I did do management. Between the two of us, we have seen...
I've seen some shit.
Well, in between the two of us, we've seen all of front, back, and in between.
Yeah, we've seen it. I've never seen anybody do this.
No.
This is wish fulfillment. This is what we all want to do to the bitchy community. And we say we'll do it.
Each other. We'll look at the guy and be like, I'm going to spit on this bitch's food the way she's talking.
We don't, because honestly, I would have fired everybody in this kitchen.
I was a manager.
Immediately.
You know.
I'm not a manager, and I would have fired him.
You worked for me as a manager. Did I not only would I have fired you for that, I wanted good food. Like, even when people were shitty, I was still like, look, we're giving good food.
Wait 3 more minutes. It has to cook.
So again,
I can't give you raw chicken.
So this was the scene where they go nuts on the lady's food.
Yeah, and she is a fucking grade A colossal bitch.
She's the person we all would have said it about.
Yes. But nobody's actually doing it.
And Rob McKittrick, God bless his heart, did not write that.
Because even he was
and
like,
he
no,
didn't agree with that. Because again, he worked in restaurants, and he was like, that's
as
not
much
what
as we hate
do.
people,
we
won't do that to food.
And
we like food more than we like people.
And so now is the part where me and Bo officially go on record to say, if we have any listeners who work in restaurants or have worked in restaurants and are like, no, we definitely did that. Fuck you, people.
Yeah, fuck you, dude. What the fuck?
Look, I worked in restaurants for a long time, and now I will talk shit on that job left, right, up, down, and every way
I am
you
retired.
Think of. But I'm going to tell you right now, when I was in it, I was in it, and I liked it, and I cared. I wanted people to enjoy the food they got from me.
If you're gonna pay for the food, it should be good.
Thank you.
I fired a guy one time.
I wanted the food that I would want to eat if I went out to buy the food.
Imagine your grandma. You're cooking for your grandma. That's what I would tell people.
Well, and look, me and you we worked at a restaurant together in a small town.
Yeah.
Our grandma was literally eating food from us. So not only did we have to make sure that while we were working that the food was of that level, we had to make sure that the people who worked when we weren't there, in case our grandma showed up
when we weren't there,
would not get on food.
Not to mention your like parents and siblings and cousins.
Like our extended family is like half the town.
Yeah.
And so it's literally like I would tell people like everyone that you could possibly do something to might be related to me.
The second you and me quit working, the whole family quit going.
Yeah. Because they couldn't trust it.
They were like, nope, don't trust it anymore.
They knew it. But when we were there,
it
was stand-up food. And I will stand by that. But yeah, that scene bothered me.
Yeah, that's
so much.
Because nobody's doing that.
Nobody at all.
No, I mean, as much as you fucking would want to fucking, rub your nuts on somebody's garlic bread.
100%.
Some Fremunda cheese, which is my favorite line. I get it. You're not actually going to do it. Because the manager's going to see you. You're going to get fired.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Right? Like, it's just what's going to happen. So, I feel like this should have been like a dream sequence, right? Like the Amy girls like getting berated.
Well, and then just like the fire. Just like the fire
the fire
scene.
And shit. Like, my name's T-Dog, bitch.
Again.
Yeah. And then it snaps back and Amy's still there getting fucking chewed out by that lady. Would have been fine.
That would be more true to life.
Yeah, it would have been totally realistic.
Yeah. I agree, dude. I agree. Rob McKittrick, great job with everything.
Job. I'm sorry you lost that fight, but it did make a really good trailer.
It did.
So,
it probably got my 20-year-old.
Yeah, that's why I fucking paid attention and was like, "Oh, that movie's probably funny as fuck."
And before I worked in a restaurant, it's probably one of the things I laughed at the most. But once I worked in a restaurant, it's probably the scene that I disagreed with the most.
I can definitely tell you because I was 15. I didn't have a job. That was the funniest shit because I was like, and I can remember having the thought of like, yeah, it's exactly what the fuck I would do to some bitch.
But then you're working,
and then I worked there, and it's
like,
yeah, I can't
no,
do that.
I would never.
Because that makes me look bad when they figure out that I put pubes on their steak or something.
Well, especially when you're doing like you have to really put it all into perspective because you're doing it because they were already rightfully upset. They did, like again, I understand why we would all get mad.
You ain't got to be a bitch about it, but I get it. I did fuck up.
The person you should legitimately be upset at, not this lady who got steak cooked not the way she wanted. Be mad at that guy that got the well done steak and ketchup.
Yeah, on grill. Floyd, it's Dane Cook. Dane Cook worked grill. It's his fucking fault. You can't do a goddamn medium.
Yeah. Well, again, no, I'm not even saying
we have thermometers for a reason.
No, you didn't hear what I said. I said be mad if you're gonna be mad at a customer. Be mad at the customer who got the well done steak.
The redneck guy and wanted ketchup. Yeah. No. Oh my God. What are you, 5?
So this is one of those things. I just had to throw that in.
And did not tip.
I wish Bo would have heard the first time because then we made that joke so much funnier. But I had to throw that in.
It had to filter through the beer.
That's a very restaurant joke.
Yeah.
We all, if you've ever worked in, again, culinarily speaking, you shouldn't want to steak
nothing above medium.
But even beyond that, from a restaurant perspective,
we all want a hot pink center.
From a restaurant perspective, you're screwing over everybody at the table with you because everybody else has to wait for their food. Their food's going to dry in the window, waiting for your 25-minute long steak to cook.
It takes
because if you want it well done,
it takes an extra 10 minutes.
Well,
for a well done steak.
Well, and because I could get it to you faster, but it's going to be burnt.
It's charred. It's blackened.
Well, that's what I think. That
blackened. We call that blackened. Listen, it's not burnt.
The only reason I say that is so that way anybody who's not a food person at home understands that that's the thing, though. The way you would cook to well done in a restaurant setting, because the temperatures that are at it's literally, it takes so long because the only spot in most restaurant grade grills that you can cook on is not perfectly set up to cook for well done.
Yeah.
And so you have to, but everywhere else,
not everywhere has like an oven.
Everywhere else on the grill will burn it, and so you have to put it in that one spot that won't burn it, which will then take forever.
That one corner that's the furthest away from the burners,
and so it will take forever to cook it well done without burning it.
Yep, unless you have a cool kitchen that has like an oven.
Most don't.
That you can throw it in.
And even if they do, it's probably cooking potatoes or bacon bits.
Or it's fucking broken.
Yeah.
Every time I fucking go into a kitchen and shit, I'll be like, oh, sweet. We got the nice one that's like right under the grill, right? So you can take it, put it on and throw it right under there. It doesn't work.
All right. I think we're starting to get away from our movie. We're starting to get too.
But that is the movie.
No, it is though. But you gotta admit that's maybe getting. We're getting a little niche. Let's bring it back. A couple of things I think, and then we can maybe go ahead and get to wrapping it up 100%. So one of the things I have to say that I think was great about this movie is it's one of the few times that Justin Long got utilized as a straight man.
Yes.
And it's so funny if you've never watched it. I wouldn't even recommend watching the commentary. There's not enough there. If you like commentaries, watch.
Yeah, if you like just hearing directors talk about,
you'll enjoy this one. It's pretty good.
Yeah.
If you're not a commentary person already, you're not going to learn enough that you need to.
Yeah.
But one of the things that
I highly recommend it just for the argument they have.
But so one of the things they talk about though is how much Justin Long hated having to be the straight man. And I gotta say though, he did it so good.
So good.
So good, dude.
There's a couple scenes where you can see him wanting to fucking like where he has the ice pick.
Well, and he's freaking out. Give him. There are a couple of times where they let him improv, and that takes away from him not being the funny man, right? Like him and Dan.
Yeah, where they're in the office.
I think we could hang out.
I mean, dude, I have my core group of friends. You have yours.
I don't know if they're
like you think I would, but I don't.
Yeah, dude,
that was the best part. It's like I think you'd think I do, but I don't.
So their banter was beautiful and so funny, but again, not like not the kind of funny.
No,
like he was still very much straight man in those scenes. It was he did so good.
So like there's shit I've said to people when I don't want to hang out with them. It's just like I mean, like I don't I just kind of like, I only have like the 3 friends that I really talk to, you
Or
know.
my favorite one that he got to slip in, and again, it's in the commentary, was that's adorable.
Oh,
When he says it to John Francis Daly, he starts working.
They're talking about the game. He's just like, look, it's okay. You know, it's going to be all right. He's like, don't worry about it. He just pitches this titty. He's like, you're adorable. Walks away.
Dude, that one is perfect. It's so
he smacks
good.
him on the ass. You can't like see him actually do it. There's the scene like, but if you pay attention,
yes,
you see him fucking.
Well, most of Justin, again, what's funny is they wanted him to be the straight man, and so he tried to do that for him, right? And then they fucked up because the director says during the commentary that there were several things that they never got him to say like on camera. And they had to ADR in later. Like the Scooby-Doo sounding stuff about the statutory rape.
Oh,
statutory rape. He was, literally, he said that, and you just hear the director go, he never would say that on camera, so we had to add that in later.
Why not? Just go ahead and do it.
Because they wanted him to be the straight man. It's their fault. Like, it was a detriment to themselves, right? Like, that's the thing. I bet you if they would have told Justin specifically, like,
90-10.
You have the right to throw some stuff in.
Right.
He would have.
90% straight man.
I promise you, he went in thinking he shouldn't,
wacky.
and so he really tried to fight it. The ones that slipped through were the ones where he just couldn't help it, right? Like, it was just so in the moment where he was like, feels natural, gotta do it.
Like the spit take at the end when John Francis Daly finally gets to fucking say something because Bishop sets him up. He's like, so how's your first day? And he stops. He's like looking around like, oh.
And Calvin
jumps in on him when he starts. He's just like,
you're
fuck
not
it.
even worth it.
Fuck.
You're too easy. Dude, that cut deep.
No, his reaction made it so much better. Calvin, the look on his face of just like, oh.
You know, we didn't even mention who played Calvin.
Oh,
we both are huge Supernatural fans.
We've been talking about him this whole time too. We've mentioned Calvin a bunch.
I love Supernatural, and this is God. This is
God.
God himself.
It's God himself. Apparently he has a shy bladder and can't talk to girls.
Rob Benedict.
Which, you know what, I get.
Yeah,
that makes
Rob
sense.
Benedict, when he was still going by his full three name, Robert Patrick Benedict. Nowadays he just goes by Rob Benedict. Back in the day, Robert Patrick Benedict. And I was like, dude, you're looking inflated.
He was trying to pick up on Robert Patrick. Kind of like...
hopefully they get the wrong guy.
Get it. Like when you Google search it, his name will come up next.
But yeah, dude, like Calvin though was the last guy that should try to cut him off at the end, right? Like Calvin. Well, dude, like okay, we're gonna end after Calvin because we just forgot to talk about him. We've talked about every other character a lot, but Calvin we mentioned all together. Calvin I liked the least, not because of his problem.
Yeah,
because pee fright, whatever. Do you.
Yeah.
My problem with Calvin is when he recounted the story to the dude, he was like, I know the guy was looking at my dick and was like, that's a really nice dick. Like most guys in their head are not thinking that. Yeah. They're like, that dude was looking at my dick and was probably like, it's tiny or like, it looks weird.
Calvin's proud of his dick. I mean, he knows he's
But
huge.
if you're proud of your dick and you thought the guy next to you thought it was a really nice dick, really would it cause you to have a problem about whipping your dick out?
Well, that makes me think less of Calvin. Because I was like, well, maybe he's so goddamn homophobic that he's just like, even though he has a fucking horse dick, he's like, there's a man looking at
like
it.
Like I said to you, there's no
Which
answer.
makes no sense because he plays the game.
Yes, there's no answer about Calvin that makes his problem a problem.
Look at a bat wing, bitch.
There's no problem. No problem.
He just needs serious therapy. That's all that's wrong with Calvin.
I think on that note, though, I think we're done. At this point, we're done. We've talked about so much. We've circled the drain of food a few times.
Yeah, told some personal kitchen experiences.
But before we wrap it all up, we have one last thing we need to do. Bo, you even said earlier you might have been changing your
it's still there.
Same one?
Yeah, same one.
All right. What's the thing?
It's so stupid. There ain't no goddamn way he kept that cigarette lit back there in that dish pit.
Too wet.
Too wet.
It's a humid...
And he was too dry.
Yes.
He was never
Dish
covered in
pits,
water. You are
literally,
soaked within 5 minutes.
Even if you try to stay dry,
even if you
there's just water in the
every
air.
fucking where.
You're breathing in a gallon and a half
You open
of
up
water.
that fucking the dishwasher sanitizer thing, and it just mist fucking comes out in your face. If you wear glasses, fucking just fogs them up immediately.
Nastiness everywhere. Yeah,
I
know.
He was in way too good. He was way too clean, way too dry.
I agree with that 100%. That guy was.
That was
not
my
running,
only problem.
That guy was not running a dish.
Yeah, there wasn't no way. He wasn't cleaning nothing.
No, not at all. I will give you. It is small. It is dumb. I give you.
Yeah,
I agree with you.
Shane? What's your the thing?
Funnily enough, the thing is also a food-related side of it, not a movie-related side of it.
We worked in kitchens too long.
I have to tell you right now, I have worked in every type of restaurant, fast food, full service, in between
down.
Service. You know what I mean? Like,
we ran a fancy cafe and culinary school.
We see when they first go to work, when everybody's getting there in the beginning.
Yeah.
They all, not a single person that worked there showed up in uniform.
That's right.
They all had a gym bag and went to the bathrooms.
Like there's a fucking locker room?
Like it's a locker room.
Oh, yeah, nobody.
But I will say this, dude. Even I've worked at a fast food restaurant that had lockers.
Yeah, nobody uses them.
But I will tell you right now, if you keep your regular clothes in the restaurant in any way, they're gonna smell like
the restaurant.
You would never do that.
They're going to smell like grease.
The thing you would do is wear your uniform to work.
And if you had to change, you would leave them in your car.
You would maybe bring a change of clothes to change from work.
Yeah.
But you would 100% not show up to work in street clothes.
Nope.
And then use the bathroom like a fucking locker room.
No, I've never seen anybody do it.
Never seen
Not
that.
one time. I just thought of that.
I worked in a place.
They all fucking show up.
I worked in a place.
The only person who's actually already at work in the entire movie is the hostess chick. Natasha or whatever.
I have worked in a place where the uniform was just jeans and a fucking black t-shirt. And nobody ever showed up not in that.
Right.
Nobody was like, oh, I can just put a different I can wear a regular t-shirt and put the black t-shirt. No. Nobody didn't show up in uniform.
I've worked places where you got in trouble if you didn't show up in your uniform.
At best, when I worked at places where, like a McDonald's or like a fast food, maybe you show up with not the overshirt. Like you have a white shirt.
You have a white
on.
shirt with the pants, and then you throw the uniform shirt on. Yeah.
That's the closest. But the girls walk in with gym bags.
Dan walks in with a regular shirt on, doesn't he? He has like a Hawaiian shirt on.
Everybody, dude.
Bullshit. But worst movie ever. I retract everything. They didn't show up to work right.
Well, this is what I'm saying. The thing doesn't have to be a thing that makes the movie not good. Sometimes it's just a thing where you're like,
it's only gonna bother kitchen people.
Well, no, that's
most of this movie.
That one's restaurant all around.
Restaurant people.
I can promise you, even servers are like, yeah, I didn't do that.
Fuck that. I'm not showing up with, especially if you worked at like where they had all the fucking shit, like an office space. You gotta have more flair. Tchotchkes. There we go.
Flair.
They're like, I'm not showing up with those stupid ass suspenders on.
But yeah, so again, though, my thing is just that there's no way. I don't even believe any one person did that on the regular, but I definitely don't believe every one person that worked there showed up that way.
Yeah. No, you show up ready to fucking go. Half the places I worked at, you got like bitched out by the manager because it's like, you should, when you walk in the building, it's time to work. I'm like, you're gonna let me clock in?
All right. So at this point, like we said, I know we forgot some of the things.
Oh, yeah, we probably did.
We mentioned stuff so rapid fire in the beginning. We were our connection to food definitely was pulling us ready to talk about
just
this.
Into like, we're just having flashbacks.
So we apologize.
I'm gonna wake up in a sweat in the middle of the night hearing fucking buzzers. Bing, bing, bing.
So we apologize if we mentioned some scenes that we didn't finish.
If we forgot your favorite scene, tell us in the comments.
Us. Maybe we'll personally send
yeah,
you
we'll be
our
like,
thoughts.
yeah, our thoughts. We might even be like, no, yeah, that's right.
But yeah, we definitely, I do feel like we just need to, we're done. We can't keep this up. We'd be here all day.
We're done before I have to go back. Before I go back to therapy.
Yeah, yeah. We'd only be dropping the restaurant knowledge and lore at this point. It wouldn't be worth it.
Want to know how to make a souffle? Tune into our cooking channel.
Now, that being said, now that we're done, I gotta say, Jackie O's.
It's really good. Especially if you like grapefruit.
So I was gonna say, this is technically the type you guys know. If
This is
you've
our
been
least
listening
favorite
long
kind.
enough, you know it's not our favorite type of IPA. It's the
super grapefruit, like not even like juice,
like
like
astringent
rind.
almost, right?
Like you just bit in, you just grab
dries
it,
your mouth up.
Yeah,
it's weird.
It's not a thirst quencher.
But as we usually say when we have this type, it grows on you.
It does.
After a certain point,
I guess you have to like bitter.
You do.
I like bitter.
But that first one is always too bit, like, and then you just get used to it. I agree. There's something about it. We always take that first drink.
Every time we're just like,
good that we don't do the first one on camera.
We should. Like,
should
save
people would see it and then be like, oh, they really do mean they don't like that.
Ah, goddamn.
Because so far we usually say that, but then they see us and we're just
drinking away.
Amazing.
I'm used to it. I'm drunk by the end of the show.
But so yeah, you guys, Jackie O's, you did a great job. We love this.
I hope we find more stuff we can do with you guys.
Look, no, they have one, and I'm gonna go on record because we haven't been able to find it yet, and I might have to tag them. When this episode comes
Call them out.
Well, it's not their fault. I'm not calling them out. Calling them out is what you do when it's almost negative, right? Like you're like, you guys, you
bastards.
Yeah, I'm not calling them out. This isn't their fault. We live too far away from where their beer sells to find it on the regular. They have a pawpaw beer. They're the ones with the pawpaw one I showed you, huh?
Not a prickly pear.
No, a pawpaw.
You pick a raw paw.
I know where you're going.
You best beware.
But that's the movie we're gonna do. So stop it now. I'm saying, I know, but you're giving too much away. I'm saying though, I can't find their pawpaw beer, and I would love to find it. We just live too far away.
Yeah, we looked for it. We couldn't find it. We found this one.
We looked in one place. In all fairness,
it was our special spot.
It's the spot, yeah, and we usually do find a lot there.
I think they were in the middle of like bringing it because it was kind of empty this time.
It is also where we found the other Jackie O's.
Yeah.
So by all means, if we were gonna find another Jackie O's, probably where we would have found it.
Right. But who cooks for you?
Yeah. But so my point was just though I'm definitely not calling them out, but I would love to have that. Right. If they want to send me one.
Yeah. Or tell me what place close to Kentucky has it.
Something, anything that would be useful. Help. I would love. But yeah,
Jackie, help.
This one was good, perfectly fit this. But on that, Bo, what are we going to be doing next week?
Next time, the show continues with. Fuck.
Give it a shot.
Yeah. Troegs?
Troegs.
Look, Troegs. I like Troegs. We're going with Troegs. Independent Brewing Company.
It's probably 100% wrong, but you guys
I like Troegs, though.
You know me. I'll commit to it. Like, it takes me forever to finally decide to, but when I do, I
like that one, though. We're going to go with that. Troegs Independent Brewing's Graffiti Highway, another IPA. We're going to be doing American Graffiti.
Love American Graffiti.
A real classic.
A true
classic.
Technically, true classic doesn't mean much. That's like, what, 25 years? 20, 25? Lots of the things we do are technically true classics by age. But this is a true classic as in classic cinema.
You're going by like the classic car model. Like it's 25 years for a classic car.
But no, I think anytime you use that word, it's generally supposed to mean like a year thing.
Yeah, it's going to be great. We're going to do some American Graffiti. We're going to tie cop cars to lampposts.
We're talking Ron Howard, Harrison Ford,
Peter Jackson, right?
George Lucas.
Oh, is he in it?
It's a Lucas movie.
Yeah, that's what I meant. Beer.
Peter Jackson. How does Peter Jackson connect to American Graffiti?
Didn't he produce for it?
Lord of the Rings?
Yeah, didn't he produce for
American
the movie?
Graffiti was made before he was born.
No, really?
Yes, dude. American Graffiti was like when Happy Days came out.
I do like Happy Days.
But think about that age Ron Howard. Peter Jackson was like in his 30s or 40s when he was doing Lord of the Rings, dude. He's closer to our age than he is someone who could have been producing American Graffiti.
Yeah, they're all fat. They all have beards.
Okay, on that note, I think we've probably said everything we need to say, though. So, Bo, is there anything you want to tell them as we go out?
Apart from me being an asshole right here at the end to Peter Jackson and George Lucas both. I like Peter Jackson. George Lucas can suck it. Like, comment, subscribe. Share. Hit all the buttons. Instagram. Snapchamp. All that bullshit. Fuck, I've drank too much. I think we're done. Call the order in. I need runners. We're done.
Runner!
Shenanigans.